FM Jessup, Big Dog Country.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving folks in this area since 1946. Murphy's offers some products and services that you may not know about. They now sell ammunition, both bullets and shells. Murphy's also sells personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized screens for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly doorbuster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup. Jessup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jessup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jessup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jessup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jessup.
January brought record-breaking cold, but the sales here at Mike Birch Ford were smoking hot. So now we've got to move this pre-owned inventory. We've got a great selection of clean one-owner vehicles as low as $150 a month. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch or at MikeBirchFord.com. When we say right on the corner and right on the price, we mean it at Mike Birch Ford. Right now, up to $11,000 off 2018 F-150s, up to $6,000 off 2018 Mustangs, and up to $15,000 off remaining 2017 Expeditions. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch.
And good morning. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. WIFO 105.5 FM Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, Wednesday morning, 21st day of March. Looking for sunny skies today. Windy with a high of 63 degrees, around 63 for the high today. Low tonight of 38 and breezy. Sunny tomorrow with a high tomorrow of 65. The automotive level still at 8.3 feet and pretty much steady. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. And let's see here. We are on a Wednesday morning. Bob, we're supposed to have, Bill Werkheiser on this morning. I don't know if Representative Bill is all tied up.
I'm not sure. He said he'd call in, so I'm sure he's probably getting to the phone as we speak.
I hope so. All right, it's now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear by Jessup Premium Stores, located out here on the Waycross Highway, and also brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup. And so hopefully Bill will be called in just a few moments. We had Senator Blake Tillery on yesterday morning, and he gave us some of the bills they're working on here in the last few days of the session. I think when Senator Tillery called in yesterday, he said that when he calls in next Tuesday, that'll be day 39. So they'll have one more after that, which I guess would be on Thursday or whatever of next week. And just a lot going on in news. Wayne County loses a legend, Bob.
Yeah, sad to hear the passing of John Donaldson. Like I said in Sports Touch the last meeting, heard from several of his players yesterday. Just, I said last time I saw him was at a Christmas party at the country club, had a good chance to talk to him. Always nice to talk to Coach Donaldson, talk football. Like a big Georgia fan. Played at Georgia, coached at Georgia with Dooley, played under Wally Butts, and, like I say, coached the 2 state championship teams here. All his former players still speak highly of him. So I said, got to know Coach Donaldson. Unfortunately, when I came here, that's when they were pushing him out the door with the soft movement and all that. Right. That's how we were connected. But I said we got through all that. But just a great guy, fun to be around, very friendly, always talking Georgia football. And I said Lawrence Smith would always come by and they go fishing and things like that. Right. Just a great man. So, wish Ann and the family, pass along our condolences. As soon as we get the obituary announcement from Howard and Jones Funeral Home, we'll pass that information along.
92, right?
92. That's just a great career. Like I said, player, coach. I said played with Charlie Tripp in the backfield, SEC Freshman of the Year when he was a freshman at Georgia. Just coached 2 state championship teams here. The only 2 state championship teams Wayne County's ever had in football, 54 and 59. So he's well known, well respected, and will be missed.
Yeah, definitely. Remember when Lawrence Smith would come into town? A lot of times he'd just stop by the station and visit a little bit before he went to, or either before or after him and Coach Donaldson got together and went fishing, hung out. And, sometimes Lauren would come into town and just stay with them for a night or two and then go off and do some business somewhere. But Lauren Smith and Coach Donaldson, real good friends, and Lauren Smith always made the effort to come down and visit with the coach. And so our thoughts and prayers go out to the Donaldson family. Wayne County losing a legend. And just a fixture there. Just not only a coach and player, but also a great mentor. You talked to a lot of his former players, and they learned a lot of life lessons from John Donaldson, and he'll be missed.
Yeah, I think everybody knows his favorite poem was Rudyard Kipling's "If." They used to do that all the time. They do a parody about. He'd give them a copy of that poem. So
Rudyard Kipling is the poem "If."
If,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So a lot of people know Coach Donaldson about that, but I heard from John Ward yesterday. He talked about how much Coach Donaldson meant to him in his career, all the way through, even though he hoped he'd go to Georgia. John talks that story all the time. He had that big battle. Is he going to go to Georgia with Lindsey, or is he going to go to Tennessee? He wound up going to Tennessee instead, but went on for a great career at Tennessee, made the Dallas Cowboys, punted for the Cowboys for years, just a great guy. In fact, John was in town last week, saw him, and he was talking about his days with Coach Donaldson. So I said a lot of great memories, a lot of great stories.
Yep. Definitely
a legend in Wayne County. They said the stadium bears his name, so has the only 2 state titles under his belt. So as soon as we get the announcement on the funeral, get all the arrangements, we'll pass that information along here on local news, local sports, also on the obituary announcement.
Okay.
Got the word yesterday.
Got the word yesterday, huh? All right. Well, what else is going on, Bob, that you want to talk about this morning?
Ready for this series with Guyton to get underway. South Effingham, Wayne County's been rained out twice, but should get underway today. Forecast looks good. So the first game's down in Guyton. South Effingham, the only team to beat Glen Academy, who hasn't lost other than that. So going to be a pretty formidable opponent. Should be a fun series. Going to see which teams have the pitching staffs to, and the hitting to win this series. But it's a very important series right out the gate against South Effingham, probably the toughest opponent in the region. Statesburg continues to struggle. Ware's not doing much. New Hampstead's playing well, but they're playing a lot of teams in Savannah. So this will pretty much set the tone on who's going to have the upper hand in the region.
Okay. So big series this week. Big series this week. 3 games against South Effingham.
I say if you have this pocket schedule, it says the games here at home, but since it rained out Monday and Tuesday, the series is Wednesday at Guyton, Friday at Guyton, Thursday at Wayne County. So we'll have all 3 games this week here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5.
Okay. We'll have it for you right here. Also on our website around the world at BigDogCountry.com and on your smartphone through our free app. If you don't have our free app yet, go to your favorite app store. Type in Big Dog WIFO, follow the instructions, and the Big Dog logo will come up on your screen there, and you'll be able to listen to the ball games and other special programming from Jessup Broadcasting. And so we encourage you to do that. Also right here on 105.5 FM. And we do want to tell folks that coming up between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, somewhere along in there, we're going to give away some tickets to Wild Adventures Park over in Valdosta that you can use this Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Also, we've got some tickets to the Southern Women's Show in Savannah that'll be held this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you can have a chance to win to those. Matter of fact, the Wild Adventures you can use Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. The Southern Women's Show will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday there at the Savannah International Trade Convention Center. So keep tuned in sometime between now and about 8:50 for your chance to win tickets to Wild Adventures or the Southern Women's Show. And we'll give those away right here on 105.5 FM in just the Big Dog Country WIFO. Just looking over this point here by Kipling, if I can see why a coach would have this type of poem that he would give to his players. Very inspirational.
I said they used to do the parody at school. Murphy, when she was teaching, they have a Christmas party, and before they break for Christmas break, and Ty Bowie, who was one of the good receivers that Coach Donaldson had, he got up there and he did an imitation of Coach Donaldson, and he did the Rudyard Kipling "If," and it was like, if we could beat BC, if we could beat BC, if we could beat BC. Because Coach Donaldson was obsessed about beating Benedictine when he played Benedictine, because that was the school back then that most people thought was recruiting in that area. So
right, because they are private. Yeah.
So we used to play Benedictine on a yearly basis, but I still remember Ty Bowie doing that imitation of Coach Donaldson, giving that inspirational speech to his team. But that was going on the poem. Because, like I say, Coach Donaldson each year would give all his seniors, I think, a copy of that poem, or maybe he gave every member of the team a copy of that poem. But that was his favorite poem, and he was, give it to the team for inspiration. But I remember Ty Bowie doing that imitation of Coach Donaldson, and that was the joke. If we could beat BC, if we could beat BC, if we could beat BC. So that place just rolled in laughter. So that was a real funny skit. Because he had them down pretty good. It's funny, I remember when Georgia was in the Rose Bowl, they were trying to get Georgia players to, did their best imitation of Kirby Smart. That was one of the funny features they had on one sports networks. And some of the players
tried to imitate the coach?
Had them down pretty good. They tried to get Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm says, "Don't even go in there."
Not going there.
But some of those guys had them down pretty good. So, but that's the way players are. They respect their coach, they love their coach, but they have funny stories to tell about things that happen throughout the course of a year and throughout the course of their season. So, But again, John, it was just fun to see John. Over the years at these different events. Like I said, he'd always come to the country club parties. He loved to dance. Him and his wife Ann would always be out on the dance floor. So, in fact, they were out there dancing at the age of 92 this past Christmas.
December?
Yeah. So, like I said, it was just good to see him out there and having a good time. And like I said, he was just had that big smile on his face talking about the Rose Bowl, how excited it was that George was in the Rose Bowl. So, it was just good to see him. But that was the last time I saw him, Christmas party at the country club.
Okay. Well, passing of a legend, and of course we'll have the obituary coming in. You said Howard Jones is the funeral home, and we'll get that from George, and we'll have that on our obits, local news and local sports.
Everybody knows they tell the famous story how he got Lindsey. Lindsey was playing in the band, I guess, in middle school.
He was in the band.
Coach Donaldson went to him and said, "Look,
he was a sophomore.
You don't need to be sophomore. You don't need to be playing an instrument. You need to be playing football." So he got Lindsey out for football,
and the rest is history.
That's right. The rest is history. Still the greatest play in Georgia history, that 93-yard reception to beat Florida in the 1980 Georgia-Florida Classic. So still listed as the greatest play ever in Georgia football history. Run, Lindsey, run.
Run, Lindsey, run. Yeah.
Coach Donaldson was excited that day.
Yeah.
That's all Jessup was. You talk to Jessup people that were at that game when Lindsey, the hometown hero, being the star of that game.
Yeah.
It was just a great day for Georgia fans, great day for Wayne County fans.
Yeah. So, Lindsey coming across there in the middle there, and Bug Ballou gets the pass to him. The Florida defender, slips just a little bit, and Lindsey takes off, and I don't think there'd have been anybody anywhere that could have caught Lindsey once he caught that ball. And he had the afterburners on.
That's still the greatest Munson call ever. Munson's had so many great calls, but breaking the chair in the middle steel chair with the 5-inch cushion, I broke it. So, talks about all the property destroyed tonight down on St. Simon's, Jekyll Island. All those places where all those dog people got those condominiums for 5 days.
Yeah.
Man, is there going to be some property destroyed tonight. So, still his greatest call. That game will live forever. But Indiana's Georgia history and Wayne County history. And I think they had some bumper stickers after that. I think the Press Sentinel put out a bumper sticker about that game, too. People still have those. So.
Okay.
Just a lot of great memories with Coach Donaldson, I said, just had a tremendous career, and it's amazing to go back and read his, accolades. A lot of people don't realize, they talk about his coaching career, but most people, his playing career was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just a great athlete.
All right. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 818. Anything going else news-wise that we need to kind of talk about?
I'm trying to think. No, I said I really don't. I said they had a ceremony in Scriven. That was a nice day. A lot of people went in for that. Get to see Lindsey Thomas, talk to him. So a lot of politicians over there for that event. So they're going to do that every year. So Jason Weaver in the city of Scriven was proud to put that event on yesterday. And luckily the weatherman cooperated. It was a nice sunshine event at that point. But then the rain turned. The weather turned. So everything washed out at the high school.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we went from a severe thunderstorm watch to a severe thunderstorm warning yesterday afternoon. Then we went to a tornado watch to a tornado warning yesterday afternoon. We do appreciate Donnie Ray giving us all that information yesterday afternoon. And so I don't know of any, and when we say tornado warning, I don't have any reports, or do you have any reports of anything touching down? What usually that means is from the National Weather Service in Jacksonville that conditions from radar look like there could be a tornado, but I don't know of any reports of any. And if we did, and I looked online this morning, and Donnie Ray had not sent us anything. So that tornado warning apparently must have been where the radar looked like it could have been one.
Give another plug for the Kiwanis Club having their annual pancake dinner. Again, that's tomorrow, 5 to 7:30 at Epworth United Methodist Church. Plates will be served at the church, or you can stop in and pick one up to go. Tickets for the plates are $6. You can purchase in advance today at Jessup Insurance Agency on West Cherry Street. And they're going to have live music at the event provided by North Bucket Middle School Jazz Band, also a silent auction at the event. Again, Thursday the 22nd from 5 to 7:30 at Epworth Methodist Church. So, again, go help the Kiwanis Club. They do a lot. As I said, they provide scholarships in each year, do a lot of civic projects. So, again, chance to help the Kiwanis Club and enjoy a nice pancake supper tomorrow at Epworth Methodist Church.
Okay.
That's about all I know going on. And that's news-wise, not much going on.
I know that the other day they had a meeting about school safety here in Wayne County, and after this week another shooting in a school. I know that efforts must be being ramped up a little bit. What do you do about something like that when you've got a school, many doors? I know that most schools today are going to, there's only one way in, one way out. The door's locked everywhere else. It's just a sad situation that you've got these young folks out there doing this, and a lot of them to former classmates or school they were in. Not always, but many of them have been that. And, of course, the good news is that bombings they've had in Texas, they tracked down the bomber, and the bomber ended up blowing himself up. So you just wonder about people sometimes, Bob. You really do.
I'd like to hear the motives of all that. And I said, they said most of them were connected, but they never said what the connection was. I'm sure they'll have more details on that now that they've at least gotten rid of him. So that was a crazy story. I mean, all these boxes just exploded on people's doorsteps. So.
I know. I just, why? Just you wonder, but, with today, bad stuff like this has been going on all the time, but with today's internet, 24-hour news service and things of that sort, we're just a lot more aware of it, and it just comes to the forefront, and it goes by flames when it runs through the internet with all kinds of stuff on there, and then so many different news sources these days, and everything just is magnified, and it's a shame that folks feel like they need to do this for some reason, Bob. Go have a pizza or watch a movie or something. Don't go out there and cause harm against other folks, But that just seems to... someone just text in. Remember, you can always text us with your questions and comments at 912-427-3711. That's our main business line. It is text-enabled. Someone just said, evil people starving attention. Craving attention. Evil people craving attention. And they do get that attention, but for many of them, just like that bomber, he got the attention for a while, but then, when the rubber met the road, he just blew himself up. And you see this with a lot of these situations where these folks, do stuff like this, bad stuff like that, and they end up getting in a firefight with the police, which is you're never going to win, or they end up killing themselves. All right, let's get to something positive here. It is it is National Agricultural Week. Shout out to all the Wayne County, Georgia, and U.S. farmers and ranchers. And that is good news right there, because those are the folks that put the food on our table by growing it and getting it harvested and then going to the processors, and then down the line to the grocery stores. It is National Agricultural Week. Shout out to all the Wayne County, Georgia, and U.S. farmers and ranchers. And, always when you're looking for something, as we had the folks on the other day, look for to make sure that item is grown here in the good old USA. Because the produce from other countries, the fruits and vegetables and other things, and beef and everything else from other countries, they don't have the strict restrictions and rules and regulations on growing it in terms of pesticides and insecticides, and also the other type of chemicals they put onto their crops or even feed their livestock. So always see if you can buy Wayne County, then Georgia, then the United States when it comes to your produce and meats, if at all possible. Sometimes it's impossible when things are out of season, but if possible, always buy from the good old USA first. 105.5 FM in Jessa, Big Dog Country Radio, world-famous Butch and Bob show for this Wednesday morning. Once again, remember that coming up in just a few minutes, we'll give tickets away to Wild Adventures Park that you can use this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday over there. Not only can you use it to get in the park and do all the great stuff in the park, they got the big boy toy show going on with all those, SUVs, UTVs, campers, motorhomes, boats, anything that takes you to your outdoor fun. They will have that display and show going on along with the regular Wild Adventure Park. That'll get you in there and you can do everything. And then, of course, we'll give away some tickets to the Southern Women's Show to be held at the Savannah International Trade and Convention Center this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll give away some tickets to that. All that coming up within the next 30 minutes or so right here on 105.5 FM in Jessup. And, Bob, once again, remind them about the Wayne County South Effingham baseball game since they were rained out on Monday and Tuesday.
Well, there's a 3-game set begin today. First game's in South Effingham at Guyton, 6 o'clock. Tomorrow we'll be back here at home at Howard Bell Warren Field against South Effingham. And then Friday back at Guyton, take on South Effingham. First series of the region schedule kicks in this week. It's expected to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but due to the rain on Monday and Tuesday, it's all been pushed back to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday and Friday in Guyton, Thursday here at home against South Effingham.
So we didn't have any other games this week? Just everything was the South Effingham?
Okay. The region schedule kicks in this week, but it's been delayed 2 days, so it'll start today in Guyton.
Okay.
Big series, first game, very important. So it'll be interesting who's pitching, who's on the mound. I would assume J.T. Crosby's getting a start, senior leader, number 1 pitcher. So, but pitching's going to be something that we're going to have a lot of this week. It's fortunate we do have a lot of it, a lot of good arms on that Wayne County pitching staff. Again, the pitching's been good. Jasper Doverly's looked good. Bryce Miller's looked good. Gann Starling looked good in relief. 4 Townsend, 11 strikeouts in relief the other day. People still talking about that story. Not many people can remember when the last time a pitcher, if ever, struck out 11 in a row. So that was just a very impressive performance down there Friday night in Brunswick. So came in the 4th inning, struck out the last 2 batters, struck out the side in the 5th, struck out the side in the 6th, struck out the side in the 7th. 11 in a row, up and down. Just a phenomenal story, phenomenal feat by 4 Townsend. Just a great story.
Brian Crawford's really got that program going good over there at Brunswick High School, doesn't he?
Tony Owens, Tony's his assistant. He's to be aware for years, so they're doing good. And I said Delane and his wife are there watching the game. Got a chance to see him, so he's down there supporting Brian and the Brunswick Pirates.
That's what you support your son.
Exactly. But it's good to see him.
They always asked the Dooleys, when they went up there and watched Georgia play Tennessee when their son was coaching Tennessee, who you pulling for? Hey, you're a die-hard dog fan through and through, but then your son's coaching for the other team. I can't remember what Barbara Dooley used to say. I think Vince kind of kept quiet about it. Barbara was pretty vocal on it, though.
I just read a story about a state representative, can't think of his name, but he played at Georgia Tech, and then he went to law school at Georgia. So he says turkey tastes good no matter who wins on. I thought that was a great line. Turkey tastes good no matter who wins.
No matter who wins, the turkey's still good, huh?
That's right. Got his law degree at Georgia, played football at Georgia Tech, so.
Yeah, well, you see that, Yeah. quite a bit out there. Every person goes to one school, and then they'll either transfer to the other one for some reason, or like that one had to get his law degree there at the law school there. Let me tell you, those the two schools that you always saw folks staying in late, burning the midnight oil up there at University of Georgia, at least when I was there from 72 to 76, was the law school. I don't care when you went by it, there was red eyes, reading and studying. And you go over to the pharmacy school. Oh, one other one, the veterinarian school. And so those three, they seemed like they were there. The students were living in the libraries and in the hallways and in the classrooms, or if they were in their dorm rooms or apartments, they were always studying. We didn't have to do that quite as much in journalism school, did we, Bob?
I studied quite a bit, but I didn't study as much as law students.
Not as much as they did. We had to study. We had to do our project and so forth. It wasn't a cakewalk, I can tell you that. It was hard, but not like it is in the law school and pharmacy school and veterinary school there at Georgia. At least that's what I saw when I was there. They always seemed to be studying.
I just can't imagine. I just couldn't believe on here to take 3 classes a day. And I said, what do I do the rest of the day? Get a job. That's what I was told. It was like
there's a lot of work to be done.
Went to 3 classes by 12 o'clock. Had the whole day. So I'm not used to that. And here you go to school. You go most of the day.
Yeah, from 8 to 3. All right, Bob. We're out of time. Hope you have a good day. All right. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup, just down from the Big Red Caboose. Also brought to you by Jessup Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway, and Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. Got those giveaways coming away soon of tickets to Wild Adventures Park over in Valdosta and to the Southern Women's Show in Savannah, which will be held this weekend. We'll give those tickets away in a little bit right here on 105.5 FM. It's 8:30. Let's check on the latest news from Fox News Radio.
This is a Fox News alert. The Austin, Texas serial bomb suspect is dead. I'm Dave Anthony.
We had found him in the parking lot of a hotel.
And it was all over a short time after that in Round Rock, Texas. Fox's Tanya J. Powers has details live.
Dave, the unidentified 24-year-old white man blew himself up in his vehicle early today as that SWAT team closed in on him on the side of a road. Police Chief Brian Manley says they don't have a motive yet, but
we do believe that all of these are related and that he is responsible for these based on the similarities that we have seen in all of the devices and in the evidence we're finding from